Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, and welcome back to Football Heritage TV. Today, obviously, no real transfer news. I know that YouTubers will try and push that we're signing 4,000 players, but no real transfer news. So what I wanted to talk about today, as per the title, as per the thumbnail, it's quick fix versus rebuild. Do Spurs fans need patience? Now, a lot of that title is very much tongue-in-cheek, and the reason for that title is that a lot of the responses I get back from certain portions of this fan base always encompass these sayings that when you actually ask people what they mean, they can't tell you for love nor money. And you know why they can't tell you? Because we've heard them all before and they don't actually mean anything. And what I mean by that is quick fix. You want a quick fix. We'll come to that in a minute. Me, I want a quick fix. I've been supporting Spurs for 41 years, but apparently I want a quick fix. And I would do air quotes if I wasn't holding my mobile phone with both hands. Second of all, it's the have patience. Have patience. We'll come back to that as well after supporting Spurs for 41 years. Yeah? The third part is rebuild. We're rebuilding. Savva, you don't understand. You don't understand, Savva. You and your lot, whoever my lot are, I'm guessing a lot of you that watch this, you don't understand. We're in the middle of a rebuild. We're going to look at that as well, because when you ask that question, I never actually seem to get an answer as to what we're rebuilding from and what we're rebuilding to. So what I love about this, and this is one of the things that I did miss, if I'm brutally honest, when I didn't have the YouTube channel, coming back made me realise just how often people will say things but with no factual evidence, no substance. They just say nice things, and that's brilliant, and I love that. And I wish I was one of these optimistic people that could just say, you know what, I feel it, we are winning the league. Great. But I am the type of person that says, like a lot of you are, that says, cool, we're winning the league. How are we winning the league? Why are we winning the league? What's changed for us to win the league or challenge for a title? We've got a lot of people that just say it. We're going to win it all. We're winning the quad. We're going to win the FA Cup. We're going to win the Europa. Cool. So what's changed for that to happen? So let's start. In my comments yesterday, and listen, this will be controversial, but it's normally fans that have just started following Tottenham Hotspur. A lot of the time I get it from fans that have just started following Tottenham Hotspur, and it feels very much like what they do is they follow Ange from club to club rather than actually supporting Tottenham Hotspur. Then they tell me and others about the club that we have followed and loved all our lives. So it's, you don't know Ange. This sentence needs to stop. You don't know Ange. All right? Everything that I was told by the fans that followed Ange from last season, everything they told me about him last season was incorrect. He loves playing youth. Incorrect. Didn't play any of our youth team. He will go all out for it in the cups. Nope. Changed nine players in the first round of the League Cup. Nope. That didn't happen. You know, he's very quick at working out when things aren't going well and he adapts. Nope, he didn't. Now, I'm not knocking Ange, right? He's finding his feet, cool. But it's the fans that are telling us, you don't know him. You don't know him. In the second season, this is my favourite, in the second season, he wins the league. Does he? Not in the Premier League, he doesn't. You don't know. You watch. You'll eat your own words, Savva. Okay, cool. My first response is, please tell me how Ange is winning the league this season. Oh, you'll see what he does. That's not an answer. Tell me how he's going to win it. Oh, he's much better in his second season. Cool. Tell me, how's he going to win it? No answer. No answer ever. So it would be great if everyone would stop telling us, fans that have supported this club for 41, 50, 60, 30, 20, 10 years, whatever it is, however old you are, stop telling us that we don't know Ange as though he is a messiah. He's a good manager, no doubt. He's managed around the world and won things in leagues that are very mediocre. That's fine. No one's knocking that. But let's put a little bit of common sense onto this. And I know common sense seems to be one of those things that gets completely lost when football fans put their own club hat on. It's like, I've got my Tottenham hat on, common sense goes out the window. Like those YouTubers last year, common sense went out the window when they were telling you we were going to win league titles. And you were going, oh, they're so positive. They're brilliant fans, they're positive. There's no common sense there. Let's use common sense. So stop telling me and others that we don't know Ange Postecoglou, all right? It's silly. It really, really is very, very silly. Second of all, let's talk about quick fix, right? When fans message me and say, you just want a quick fix, I've heard this for 24 years under ENIC. I heard this. Let's put it in perspective. When ENIC and Levy first came in, this is perspective for you. Right? I am 41 years of age now. I have lines on my forehead where I'm getting older. Right? I'm filling out as I'm getting older because I'm not as fit as I used to be. When they took over, right, I was 16, 17. I was skinny. I had a six-pack. Well, I wasn't skinny. I had a six-pack. I was in phenomenal shape. I had my whole hairline. My full life was in front of me. I didn't own a house. I'd never been married. 24 years later, I'm still hearing, you just want a quick fix. A quick fix to what? That's the question I'm asking. A quick fix to what? You can't just say things like a quick fix when it doesn't mean anything. I hate to break it to people, but when a new manager joins, I know that people think, oh, it's a new project, we start again. That's fine, but some of us, many of us have been around for the last 24, 30, 40 years and seen that every manager that comes in, nothing changes. You want a quick fix. No, I don't. I don't want a quick fix. I want Spurs to actually fix the problem once and for all. I want Spurs to actually implement a process where you think, yes, that will take us on the path to glory. I don't want Spurs to win the league next year. You know what I mean? Of course I would love to, but I'm not sitting here going, right, we must win a league next year. The manager is the one sitting here saying we're going to win titles next year. The manager is the one saying we're challenging. The manager is the one talking about a winning mentality, whilst the signings that we're making suggest the complete opposite. And this is where I think there's that kind of dichotomy in the club is people go, oh, your manager, and just said you're going to win things. Cool, but the actions have to back that up, right? I'm not moaning it, I'm just saying the actions have to back that up. If you say to me, Spurs are going to challenge for 5th or 6th again, cool, the signings we are making, we will challenge for 5th or 6th again. If you are going to sit here and say, well, Anne just said we're going to challenge, cool, show me the ambition, right? So this isn't about a quick fix. No one's saying we have to win the league in a year, but you've got to put the players in place. You've got to start the building blocks to move forward. Now, by building blocks, I don't just mean buying 18-year-olds all over the place and thinking that they're all going to come good together. Because I keep hearing this, that if this nucleus of young kids stay together, we're going to be brilliant. It doesn't work like that. They all grow at a different pace. They all learn at a different pace. They get better at a different pace. Some of them don't ever grow any better than they are now. So for me, sign a couple of... I'm talking about quality, but I never said world class. Again, the people that don't think, the people that can't think for themselves and that just follow Ange blindly, say, oh, you just want world class players. We're not going to sign world class players. But there's a lot in between an Archie Gray and a Werner and world class, isn't there? There's a whole bracket of footballers. It's a quick fix for me. Please stop it. It's really embarrassing. It doesn't mean anything. The next thing that, again, I always ask this question, and I'm a YouTuber that asks questions. I don't just say nice things for clicks and likes. You know, there's a million YouTubers out there that just make these sensational headlines. They like clicks, they like likes, they like views, they get paid, right? Because they say nice things. I'm going to ask this question again. Everyone who tells me, and other fans in the fan base, that we're in a rebuild, what does that mean? What are we rebuilding from? What are we rebuilding to? And I'm asking this video to see if I can get some answers. Right, I'm doing this video. I want some answers. What you'll get is you'll get loads of people that just come back and go, you're negative, you're honest. I want answers. What are we rebuilding to? Where's the evidence that we're rebuilding to this destination that you think we're rebuilding to? I heard that we were rebuilding when Harry Redknapp came in. I heard that we were rebuilding when Hoddle came in, when Yol came in, when Santini came in, when Poch came in, when Sherwood came in, Conte, Mourinho, Nuno. The we're rebuilding line, again, it's like the quick fix line. It's just a throwaway line that people use when they have no idea what is actually happening at the club, when they don't look deep enough at the club. It's when we blindly follow a manager because he's had success at other countries that aren't Tottenham Hotspur in the Premier League. So please, can somebody tell me, what's the rebuild to? Right? What's the rebuild to? Now, the last one I'll say is, this is my favourite. Spurs fans need patience. Patience. As I said, when this first started, I lived with my mum. When Enoch and Levy joined, I lived with my mum, right? Had no job, no money in the bank. I was about 5 stone skinnier, right? Had no life experience, never really had a proper job other than a paper round and a part-time job at home base. Now, fast forward 24 years later, I've got life experience, I own properties, I've got a proper job, do you know what I mean? I've got lines on my head, as I said. And for some reason, still I need more patience? When does this patience run out? The question I'm asking people now, when does the patience run out? Why is it every time a new manager joins, I must have more patience? It's like when people say we're building for the future. Aren't we running out of future to worry about? Like, it's constantly the future, the future. This player's for the future, the future, the future. Are we not running out of the future a little bit here? When are we going to actually act like a big club? Now, the last thing I'll say here is this. I've always been like this. I've always asked questions of the club. I've always wanted to know. Don't just say things, give me answers. Give me solutions. What's going on? Don't just say nice things. I want answers. And when, back in the day on X, Twitter, whatever it was called back then, before the YouTube days, I'd always say, I don't believe that we're building this stadium for anything other than financial gain for the owners and the board. And I was told, you're negative, you're pessimist. We need this. We need this. We need this to compete, right? We need this to get a better calibre of footballer to Tottenham Hotspur. We need this for the revenue. We've got this stadium. But when people like me now make videos and say, I'd love a Nico Williams. Oh, Savva, you're ridiculous. Right. So if we can't even buy a Nico Williams from Bilbao, Eze, don't be ridiculous, Savva, he'll go to a better club. So, okay, so we've built this stadium, we've got all this revenue, but I'm not even allowed to suggest now that players like Eze or Nico Williams. I'll ask the question, why did we build the stadium then? Why did we have that whole upheaval, playing at Wembley, what was it, 18 months without a signing? All of this we're building, wait till we've got the stadium, we're going to go for better players. And then we don't. We're still going for 18, 19-year-olds. Now, again, I don't mind a couple of 18, 19-year-olds signing, but what is funny is how some of the fan base, again, they just want clicks, likes and views, will turn every one of these 18, 19-year-olds into world beaters before they've even matured, before they've finished puberty, before they've matured as footballers. They're being crowned as generational. The videos on Gray, on Bergvall, on Vuskovic, on Phillips, these are embarrassing videos, putting so much pressure on them. So I'm asking the question, I'll ask all these questions to end the video. What do Spurs want to be? Before you tell me, I want a quick fix, I want to rebuild, what do Spurs want to be? What is our aim? Savva, you want a quick fix? Not true. Savva, we're in a rebuild. What rebuild? Nothing's changed. Everything seems to be the same as the last 24 years. Every summer is a repeat. Savva, you need patience. I mean, when does this patience run out? Why is it that every other club, every other so-called big club has managed to win things? Yeah? They've all managed to win things, the other big clubs. We never do, and we're always looking for patience. So before you come back at me with your negative, before you come back at me with you're so pessimistic, I'm just speaking facts, and I'm asking you questions. Let's see who can come back with football answers. Listen, I don't support a manager. I don't support a player. I support Tottenham Hotspur. When a manager leaves, a manager leaves. And just to put it out there, one of the people saying this stuff to me last night came back to me and said, I can't wait to leave when Ange leaves. Right? Let's put that out there. We've got a fan base growing now where fans are coming here purely for the manager and are admitting that they will leave purely for the manager. Listen, much love. Let me know your thoughts. I think it's a very interesting topic, rather than just making up lies about signings. Tell me, what do we want to be? What's the rebuild? Why am I having to be patient again? What's this lie about a quick fix? Much love, everyone, and lots of love for the clips. A lot of people like the flip-flop clips, so there they are, look, the flip-flop clips. Take care, everyone. I'm going to sun myself now. You take care. And remember, don't want a quick fix. Be patient. We're in a rebuild. See you later.